No, you can ask after this. The public can speak.
And I don't care if she puts me on my Facebook. I have been stating for the last 6 months.
Talking to the mic, please.
I have been stating for the last 6 months, since Ms. Brown has come here, I have not received any mail. Ms. Brown hates the fact that my mother and father gave birth to me, and anything that I'm involved in, she tries to tear down. I did give my statement, but I'm not making a statement. One day she didn't come to work, July 31st. I know, I've been on council for 10 years. I am normally the one that tells everybody that they have to get in their financial statement by the 1st of May. I have never not turned my statement in. You can go back to 2004 when I was sworn in. My statements have been here. But she has a vendetta against me. And everyone knows she has a vendetta against me. And I can prove that. I have not had one piece of mail in 6 months.
That's a lie.
She takes one day off. Not only do I get a mail, I get a UPS, Express, and I get another piece of mail. And it says, Tonette Pray, 221 Spruce Street. This is not a bill. This is not a bill. She has been opening my mail. She shut me out of my email account. She has gone into my phone records. So anything she says here, you have to take with a grain of salt. Okay, she's now trying to take my money away from me because she's going to tell me that I didn't turn in my statement. If I've been on council since 2004, and you can go back and find a statement from 2004 to 2013, she comes here and there's no statement.
Madam President, may I have the floor?
Here you go. These are...
Madam President.
You can have the floor, and then I'm going to open up whatever this is Ms. Pray has.
You can have the floor. Mrs. Pray, Mrs. Van Auken, and Mrs. Williams filed a complaint with the United States Post Office stating that I opened their mail. The complaint was unfounded. That is not true. And I did not take off on July 31st. I have not taken off a day since I have had this job. Not one day. She
wasn't here.
Not one day. Well, not one day.
And Mrs. Brown, Patricia Williams did not go to the Postal General. Thank you. And I deserve a public apology. Martha Van Auken and Mrs. Pray, did I go with you to the Postal General?
No, you did not.
Thank you.
And you have a right to do it.
Three of you have accused me of not giving your mail. So you mean to tell me July 31st it was sent? And how about that? What is that? That's not for Tonette Pray. That's an LST. And as a matter of fact, the residents should know that the local services taxes have been made out in Tonette Pray's name for many, many years. Who has been cashing them. I had to notify every company to get it out of her name because it's supposed to go into the borough's name. That's exactly what that is. And if that's a check, I'm going to ask you to please turn that over to the borough because it's not your money.
But first of all, if they're made out to me and I wasn't cashing them and I got accused of cashing them, but they're still coming into my name because they haven't taken them out, so where is the checks? Because when I left here, any check that came in my name under the LST was sitting on the desk. So now, she gonna accuse me again. All right.
Mrs. Pray.
And what I'm saying is, I'm not gonna turn this meeting into a pissing contest with Paula Brown. I apologize, Madam President, and please carry on.
Anybody have any questions for the Borough Manager? Can I? Yes, you can.
Is there someone, a gas station like the one on Main Street that's in Colwyn Borough that we could have used to fuel vehicles?
We don't have
There's no gas stations in Colwyn. And
it's cheaper than over at Pickett.
Pickett is $3.56 a gallon, Mr. Williams. And Mr. Williams, any other gas station, there is no internal control measures put in place. Thousands, tens of thousands of taxpayer dollars have been used to gas personal vehicles.
Paula, we
open the floor to the public.
Come on.
I'd like to ask Mrs. Pray how many times she has gassed her personal vehicle.
Come on when we get the fire chief.
Go ahead, Chief.
Yeah, go ahead, Chief. My name's Gary Brice, I'm the fire chief at Station 92.
All right, let's go.
My name's Gary Brice, I'm the chief of fire company, Station 92.
Hi, Chief. How you doing?
For July the month, we had 2 calls. And I also would like to let you know that, council, that we got a recognition letter from the state of Pennsylvania. Everybody down and said we're no firefighters, our certifications ain't good, but I proved everybody wrong with the crew that I had. The state of Pennsylvania recognized me and Colwyn Borough Fire Company as qualified firefighters. We applied at the Commonwealth of Pennsylvania for a participating department recognition program on June 23rd, 2014. We have met all requirements, criteria, and have been recognized from the state. Along with the letter, we've received certificates and state recognition decals for all trucks. Certificates are guaranteed and good for 3 years for renewal. Training, I currently have 2 more firefighters at Delaware County Emergency Training Center. The program ends December 2014. They will have earn their Pro Board and certification of Firefighting 1. The apparatus, currently we're operations with 2 apparatus, Pipeline 92, which is 89E1, and Squad 92, which is the 2006 period. We would like to donate our 1984 home to Rutledge Fire Company, Granger County, Tennessee, which we request for approval in this matter. Attached is a letter, and I'd like to address it to council. Attention Borough Council, to whom it may concern. This letter is to request for the support and approval and our donation of the 1984 horn pumper to Rutledge Volunteer Fire Department, Granger County, Tennessee. It is needed of a fire truck. We received a letter from Mr. Scott Cox, who has been working with Chief Mark Nicholson of Rutledge Volunteer Fire Department for the past few months, shortly after he read about our truck on the internet, Facebook, and the paper. So, the new article, July the 6th, 2014, the fire truck Sparks and Colwyn. Well, we all know that. Dispute over fire truck, Sparks battle Colwyn. You know that. According to this letter, we received, and speaking with Mr. Cox and Chief Nichols, a former rescue truck blew up 2 months ago. The fire company is currently using a firefighter's personal pickup truck to transport the rescue equipment in order to respond to emergency. Rutledge Volunteer Fire Department is a small fire company that serves a Delaware area of 75 square miles. The nearest mutual aid company is 25 minutes away. We would like to donate our truck, our company's truck, to their possession. We believe our fire truck will be great assets to their company because the truck possesses 11 compartments to store their equipment, a 750-gallon tank, drafting capability. This donation will also solve our housing situation of a 3rd fire truck for the last time. Mr. Cox, Chief Nichols, and members of the Rutledge Volunteer Fire Department and officers of the members of your own Colwyn Borough Fire Company, Station 92, will greatly appreciate your support and approval in this matter. If this gets approved, they will come and tell it themselves.
I got a question for you. As much trouble that we've had with this truck, don't you think you should have came to council, not at a meeting, asking for an approval of this truck, asked us what we were going to do with this truck? We paid $17,000 for that truck when we didn't have one. Now, the command van needs to come back because the command van was not bought by no one.
Right.
Yaden Borough, their council gave it to the Borough of Colwyn to have a command van when we started up the fire company.
Correct.
All right.
Correct.
All right. So, for right now, we need to talk about that. We need to talk about all that because I didn't hear where we own the truck, but y'all are getting ready to give it to someone.
No.
Okay.
We would like to donate the truck.
All right, but then that's something you come to talk to us about, not put it on the floor.
I'm breaking.
You put it on the floor and you're asking for a vote. You're asking.
It'll solve the problem. I'm just saying.
I understand it would solve the problem, but we have more problems than that. I think it should be in another form than just throwing it out here. No one knew about this beforehand, and now you want to vote on it. I think we need to discuss it.
That's all I have.
I think we should get our money back from what we put in there.
That's all I have.
What, do you need an answer tonight, or do you want?
They say they're going to get as soon as possible, but it's not the council.
Can I see you on that?
Go ahead.
We were talking about that in an executive session.
I was just saying, I'm the fire company out. I know I didn't got the hat.
Thank you, Ms.
Yeah, but we had to buy it when we didn't have it.
Madam President, can I, just for a second? That should, actually, I guess you can discuss a little bit of it, but it should be out in public since it's public funds. And for the first time, I agree with Tonette Pray, let that be known for the record, that it should be discussed first, but we have to come up with, I was told $8,000 was paid for that truck. You just stated 17, so I think we need to find out exactly and who the check was made out to, and who could you tell us?
This is what I'm talking about. As soon as I open my mouth and say we did something, she's all over it. She's all over it. Okay?
If we paid
$17,000, we gave a cashier's check. All of that information was in the office. The copy of the check, the title, the thing was signed, it was passed by council. Now we gotta investigate that. Anything that I said, we gotta investigate. Go ahead and investigate.
The taxpayers paid for that truck.
Knew that we were getting the truck, Paula.
You can't just do things like that.
We voted on it. We had it in a public meeting.
Produce the information, please.
No, I don't have to produce nothing to you.
We're going to adjourn our committee meeting, take a 5-minute recess, and come back to the regular council.
Okay, thank you. 5-minute recess.